Welcome to today's class. We are going to see exercise 5.2. What we have learned in the last class, we have learned about the nth term of an AP, that is EAN, and we learned one formula. EAN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. In this exercise completely we are going to solve sums with the help of EAN formula I told you. Now let's start with question number 4. Read question number 4. Take your content book, page number 106, and read question number 4. Which term of the AP 3, 8, 13, 18 is 78? What they ask you to find out? They ask you to find out which number of the term is 78. What is given? In question number 4, it is given that the AP is 3, 8, 13, 18, etc. And a term in this AP is 78. So from this given whatever values we can write, A is 3. D, how we will calculate D? By subtracting A1 from A2. 8 minus 3, which is equal to 5. And then we need to find out which term of this AP is 78. Consider that 78 is one of the term in the AP and we need to find out which number the term is 78. Substitute all the values in the formula EAN, A plus N minus 1 into D. So here we assumed the value of EAN as 78, and as per the question the value of A here is 3. We need to find out the value of N only, and the common difference is 5. 78 is equal to 3 plus N minus 1 into 5. Transpose 3 to the next hand side. 78 minus 3 equal to N minus 1 into 5. 75 is equal to N minus 1 into 5. 75 by 5 is equal to N minus 1. Equal to N minus 1. The value of N is equal to 15 plus 1. N is equal to 16. That implies 78 is the 16th term of this AP. A16 is 78. Children, note down the formula. The general formula for finding the common difference D is equal to EAN minus AN minus 1. Now turn your content book to page number 96. There it is given a note. There they mentioned that APs are of two types. One is a finite AP, where we have finite number of terms in the AP, and the other one is infinite terms of AP, which we call as infinite AP. Now turn your page to page number 106 and start with question number 5. In question number 5, they ask you to find how many number of terms are there in the given APs. How many number of terms are there in the given APs? What does it mean? The number of terms is N. We need to find out N. In question number 5, two subdivisions are given. Both are finite number of APs. Both the APs have finite number of terms, and the last term is also mentioned. We are going to find out how many number of terms are there in the AP. First subdivision is homework. Let me solve subdivision 2. What is given? They gave an AP, that is 18, 15, 1 by 2, 13, minus 47. Now from this, what is A? Your first term, 18. How we will find out D? The general format of D is AN minus 1. Children, I have introduced one more formula in AP, make a note of it. So it is not compulsory to find D by subtracting the first two terms. We can find D by subtracting any two consecutive terms. So here as usual we are going by A2 minus A1. What is A2? Your second term, 15 1 by 2, and what is A1? Your first term, 18. This mixed fraction, if you make it as improper fraction, you will have 31 by 2, and your second term is 18. Take LCM now. This is 31 by 2 minus 36 by 2. So 31 minus 36 by 2 gives you minus 5 by 2. So we found out what is D. So in the given AP, we found out what is A and what is D. What did they ask us to find out? We need to find N. We need to find N. So we are considering the AN term as minus 47, which is your last term. AN is minus 47. What is the formula for AN? AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Substitute all the values. Minus 47. A is 18. N only we need to find out. And D is minus 5 by 2. Minus 47 is equal to minus 47 minus 18. Transpose 18 to the next hand side. Equal to N minus 1 into minus 5 by 2. Minus 65 is equal to N minus 1 into minus 5 by 2. Transpose minus 5 by 2 also to the other hand side. Minus 65 into minus 2 by 5 equal to N minus 1. Minus 13 into minus 2 is equal to N minus 1 minus plus 26 is equal to N minus 1. N is equal to 26 plus 1. Therefore, N is equal to 27. This AP have 27 number of terms. Question number 7 is homework. Question number 7 is homework. Now let us do question number 8. Read question number 8. What is given? An AP consists of 50 terms. Underline the word 50. An AP consists of 50 terms. So N is 50. What is given first? N is 50. Then of which third term is 12. What is third term? A3 is equal to 12. How we will write A3 as? A3's general form it is A plus 2D is equal to 12. And the last term is 106. They said last term is 106. And what did they ask you to find out? Find the 29th term. We need to find A29. That is 29th term. Let's start solving the sum. N is given, A3 is given, fine. What is the last term? Here they said N is equal to 50. What does it mean? The given AP is a finite AP. If it is a finite AP, then what is the last term? Last term is 50th term. Last term is 50th term. Therefore, last term is A50, which can be written as A plus 49D. How we will write last term? A plus 49D. Why are we taking 49 here? Because it is mentioned in the question that N is 50. What is the last term value? 106. And what else is given? A3 is given. That is A plus 2D is equal to 12. A plus 2D is equal to 12. A plus 49D is equal to 106. Solve this linear pair of equation in two variables. When you solve, what will you get? 47D is equal to 94. D is equal to 94 by 47. Therefore, the common difference here is 2. In this AP, the common difference is 2. Then let us find out EA. Substitute the value of D in any one of the equation. Let me take the first value, that is A3. A3 is equal to A plus 2D is equal to 12. Substitute the value of D here. 2 into 2 equal to 12. A plus 4 is equal to 12. A equal to 12 minus 4. A equal to 8. So we found A, D and we know N also. What do we want to find out? A29. How we will write A29 as A28D, which is equal to 8 plus 28 into 2. 8 plus 56, which is equal to 64. The 29th term of this series is 64. The question I told you, it is homework, and now mark 9th question also as your homework. The question number 7 and 9 is just similar to question number 8, where you have two terms of the AP. Solve those two linear equations to get the value of A and D, and then find out the other term which is asked in the question. Now let us do the 10th question. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. So what is given in question number 10? 17th term. How we will write the 17th term of an AP? A17. What did they say? The 17th term of an AP is equal to, how we will represent that here in this particular AP? It exceeds, it's more than the 10th term, that is A10. 17th term A17 exceeds the 10th term A10 by 7, they said. This is given. And what did they ask you to find out? You need to find the common difference. How we will represent common difference? The common difference D. Now let us solve this solution. A17, how we will write A17? A plus 16D is equal to A10, how we will write? A plus 9D plus 7. Take all the A's and D's to the same side of the equation. A plus 16D minus A minus 9D is equal to 7. A will get cancelled. 16D minus 9D is equal to 7D. 7D is equal to 7. So your common difference D is equal to 1. Question number 11. Which term of the AP 3, 15, 27, 39 will be 132 more than its 54th term? 132 more than its 54th term. So underline the word which term in your content book. In question number 11, underline the word which term. What that word which term represents, we need to find out N. What is given in the 11th question? In the 11th question, they gave you an AP. What is that AP? 3, 15, 27, 39, etc. And you need to find out a term. You did not know which term is that. So let us consider that EAN. You need to find out EAN. But there is a condition for that EAN. That EAN will be 132 more than the 54th term. That EAN is equal to 132 more than the 54th term, that is A54. Now let's start solve the sum. From the given, what all values you are able to find? A, your first term 3, D, that is 15 minus 3, 12. A and D we found out. We need to find out what is AN as well as N. What is an? What value is a54 plus 132? And what is the position of that an? That is your n also we need to find out. Now let's start solving with the formula. Here an is equal to a54 plus 132. What is a54? We need to find out. A plus 53d plus 132. What is a? That we know 3. What is d? That is also known 12 plus 132. 3 plus 53 into 12. 536 plus 132. 132 plus 3. Oh my god. 636 plus 132, which is equal to 771. So we found out the an is 771. an is 771. After finding the an, what do we want to find out? We need to find out the position of 771. Which place 771 takes in the AP. So for that we are going to substitute the general format of an. A plus n minus 1 into d is 771. What is a here in this AP? 3. What is n? That is what we want to find out. What is d? 12 equal to 771. n minus 1 into 12 equal to 771 minus 3, which is equal to 768. n minus 1 into 12 equal to 768. n minus 1 is equal to 768 by 12. n minus 1 is equal to n minus 1 is equal to 64. n is equal to 64 plus 1. n is equal to 65. What is given in this question? In this question they gave one AP and they ask you to find out which number the term of this AP is a54 plus 132. That we cannot find directly. So what we did is we found out an plus and then we calculated the value of n. an is 771 and n is 65. Question number 12. Two APs have the same common difference, they said. The difference between their 100th term is 100. So what is the difference between their thousandth term? They gave 2 AP. What is given in question number 12? Question number 12 is not for board exam point of view, just for understanding. 2 APs they gave. AP1, let us assume that as A1, A2, A3, etc., A100, etc., A1000. The second AP, let us consider that as B1, B2, B3, etc., B100 and B1000. What did they say? Common difference is same. Same common difference. Since it has same common difference, let us consider that as D itself. Now what do we want to find out? And one more thing is given. What is that? The difference of its 100th term. The difference of its 100th term is 100. What do we want to find out? We want to find out the difference between the 1000th term. The difference between the 1000th term. We need to find out what may be the difference between the 1000th term. So for that, what shall we do? What is the formula we are learning in this exercise? That is an. Let us take an of AP first AP, and let us subtract the nth term of your second AP. What is an of the first AP? A plus n minus 1 into d. Because common difference is same and the number of the term is also same. Only A and B differs. Minus B plus n minus 1 into D. It is given in the question that the common difference is you will get A minus B. What is that? AN minus BN is equal to A minus B. If you take AN minus BN, that is equal to A minus B. A10 minus B10 is also equal to A minus B. A100 minus B100 is also equal to A minus B. A1000 minus B1000 is also equal to A minus B. What does it mean? When you take any difference, that is A10 and B10 difference, or A100 B100 difference, or A1000 B1000 difference, it remains the same. So what is given in your question? A100 minus B100. What is A100 minus B100? Therefore A100 minus B100 is 100, which gives A minus B is equal to 100. Therefore, what will be the value of A1000 minus B1000 then? That is also equal to 100. A1000 minus B1000 is also equal to 100. Now read question number 13. How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? So what do you want to find in the 13th sum? M. AP is not given. They just said that the series of numbers are the numbers multiples of 7, and it is clearly mentioned that only 3-digit multiples of 7. 3 digits starts with 100. Check with 100 whether 100 is divisible by 7. Check, divide 100 by 7 and find out what you are getting. It is not divisible by 7. You are getting a remainder. Go for the next number, 101. Check whether 101 is divisible by 7. No, again you are getting a remainder. Check for 102. No, again we are getting a remainder. Check for 103, 104. Check for 105 whether it is divisible by 7 or not. Therefore, 105 is the first 3-digit number divisible, exactly divisible by 7. So, your AP starts with 105. What would be the second term? What is given in the question? 3-digit numbers divisible by 7. So to get the next divisible of 7, what we shall do? Add 7. Then what will you get? 112. For the next term, 119. By again adding 7, you will get 119. Here, tell me that the AP is finite AP or infinite. Because the condition itself is very clear, they said only 3-digit numbers. So what is the last 3-digit number? 999. Check that number is divisible by 7 or not. It is not divisible by 7. You are getting a remainder. So how to find out the number which is divisible by 7? Subtract this remainder with this number. So what will you get? 994. Check now whether this is divisible by 9 or not. 1 7 is 7. 29. 4 times 28. 14 times 2. Yes, this is divisible by 7. So what is your last term of this AP? 994. Children, listen to this sum carefully. They did not give AP. They gave only one condition, that the AP is multiples of 7 with 3 digits. So AP should start with 3 digit and it should end with 3 digit. We only framed this AP with the condition 3-digit number starts with 100. We started to divide 100 by 7 and found out whether it is a multiple of 7 or not. It is not. Then we went for 101, 102, and we found out the first 3-digit multiple of 7 is 105. And then for the last term, since the condition is given as only 3-digit number, it is a finite AP, and we found out the last term, the last 3-digit number is 999. From there we divided 7 and we found whether that 999 is divisible by 7 or not. It is not divisible by 7. So we found we keep on dividing 998, 997, 996, and we found out 994 is a multiple of 7. Now we framed our AP. So in the 13th sum, now we want to find out n, and we framed the AP. The AP is by the condition 3-digit numbers, multiples of 7. AP is 105, 1112, 119, and the last term of your AP is 994. So from this AP, what we know, A is 105. How we will find D? What is the general format for that? AN minus 1. But usually we will take that as only number 2 and 1. So A2 minus A1, which is 1112 minus 105, multiples of 7. Therefore D is equal to 7. We found A, we found D. And what is your last term? Last term AN is equal to 994. What is the formula for last term? A plus n minus 1 into D, which is equal to 994. Substitute the value of A, 105, plus n only we want to find out. And D is 7, which is equal to 994. n minus 1 into 7 is equal to 994 minus 105. 994 minus 105. n minus 1 into 7 is equal to 889. So n minus 1 is equal to 889 by 7. n minus 1 is equal to 889 by 7, which is equal to 127. n is equal to 127 plus 1. n is equal to 128, which implies there are 128 numbers of 3-digit multiples of 7 exist. Therefore, the number of 3-digit numbers divisible by 7 is 128. Question number 14 is homework. How many multiples of 4 lies between 10 and 250? So underline the word between in question number 14. If they say mention the word between, you need not to include, you should not include the given two numbers, that is 10 and 250. Start with 11. Check whether 11 is divisible by 4. No. Go for the next number, 12. Check whether 12 is divisible by 4. Yes, 12 is divisible by 4. So your AP first term is 12. What will be the second term then? It is given that those numbers must be multiples of 7. So the next multiples of 4. The next multiple of 4 is 12 plus 4, which is 16. So what is your next term? 16 plus 4, 20, and it goes on. What is your last term of this AP? 249. 249 is not divisible by 4. So check the previous number, 248. Yes, 248 is divisible by 4. 14th sum is homework. Make a note of it. The AP of 14th sum is 12, 16. For the 14th sum, I am giving you a hint. The AP of 14th sum is 12, 16, 20. etc. 248. It is just similar to 13 sum. Do solve by yourself and find out the value of n. Now let us move on to question number 15. What is question number 15? For what value of n are the nth terms of the two APs? What is given in 15th sum? They gave two APs. Let us consider that as AP1 63, 65, 67, etc. Go for AP2. What is AP2? 3, 10, 17, etc. What did they ask you to find out? They asked you to find out the value of n. They did not ask you simply to find out value of n from the first AP or the second AP. They gave you a condition. What is the condition given here to you? The nth term of these two APs must be equal. Nth term of the first AP is equal to the nth term of the second AP. You need to find out for which value of n the nth term of the first AP and the second AP are similar or equal. Check the AP, first AP. It is an increasing series of number or decreasing series of number? It is increasing. 63, 65, 67. So what is A there? 63. For the first AP, for your first AP, what is A? 63. What is D? 65 minus 63, which is equal to 2. For your second AP, what is A? 3. What is D? 10 minus 3, which is equal to 7. D is 7 here. For the first AP, A is 63 and D is 2. For the second AP, A is 3 and D is equal to 7. Both the APs are in increasing order. Now what do we want to find out? We need to find out the value of n for which the an of both the APs are equal. AP's an is equal to second AP's an. It is the condition given in the question. What is the formula for an then? A plus n minus 1 into d. Second term, what is the formula? Again the same formula. A plus n minus 1 into d. This is for the first AP and this is for the second AP. For the first AP, what is the A? The first AP A is 63. N only we want to find out. And what is the D? 2. For the second AP, what is the value of A? That is 3. And the value of D is 7. Solve these two equations, two expressions. 63 minus 3 is equal to n minus 1 into 7 minus n minus 1 into 2. We have taken the numbers, numerals to the left side of your equation and the value of n to the right side of the equation. When you transpose 3, the plus 3 to the next hand side, it becomes minus 3. When you transpose the plus n minus 1 into 2 to the next hand side, it became minus n minus 1 into 2. 63 minus 3 is 60. Here it is 7n minus 7. Multiply 7 with n and 1 minus multiply 2 with n and 1. 2n minus 2. 60 is equal to 7n minus 7. Now multiply this minus inside to both the terms. Minus 2n plus 2. 60 is equal to 7n minus 2n, 5n, minus 7 plus 2, minus 5. 60, transpose this minus 5 to the other hand side, plus 5 is equal to 5n. 65 is equal to 5n. N is equal to 65 by 5. When you divide 1, 3. So what is n? N is equal to 30. For if you consider these two given APs and if you take the 13th term for both the APs, though that 13th term is equal in both the APs. What we found out? We found out for which value of n the given two APs are equal. Shall we cross verify that? You need not to copy this in your classwork. Do it in your rougher column in the classwork if you want. We are cross verifying this for AP1. For AP1, A plus 13 minus 1 into D. What is A of first AP? 63 plus 12 into, what is the value of D?
7.
2. So 63 plus 24, which is equal to 87. Let us check that for the second AP also. A plus for second AP also the 30th term. What is the A of the second term? 3. 12 into, what 7. Is D of the second term? 7. Which is equal to 3 plus 84, which is equal to 87. So for both the APs, if you take the 13th term, both the 13th term of the APs are equal, and that is 87. Is homework. Question number 15 is just similar to question number 10. But I am giving you a hint for question number 16. Determine the AP, they said. So you need to frame the AP. If they ask you to determine the AP, find first 4 terms of the AP. Whose third term is 16? A3 is given as 16. And the 7th term exceeds the 5th term by 12, they said. Your homework sum, 16th sum. One condition is A3 is equal to 16, for which you will get A plus 2D is equal to 16, one linear equation. Second is 7th term exceeds 5th term by 12. So A7 is equal to A plus 4D plus 12 is the condition. Using these two conditions, you are going to solve and find out the value of A and D, and then you are going to determine the AP. 16th sum is homework, that is just similar to question number 10. Now question number 17. In question number 17, we are going to learn one more new formula in AP. Read the question. Find the 20th term from the last term of the AP. What do you want to find out? You want to find out the 20th term from the last term. Till now we had find out the 11th term, 29th term, 30th term from the beginning. Now here they ask you to find it from the last. So what is given in question number 17? In question number 17, they gave you AP, which is 3, 8, 13, etc. 253. Your AP is 3, 8, 13, etc. 253. What do you want to find out? You want to find out 20th term from the end, that is from last. Let's start with the solution. From the given AP, we can find out the value of A, which is 3. We can find out D, which is 8 minus 3, equal to 5. What is your EAN? That is your last term, 253. Now we are going to learn a new formula to find out AP from the last. You need to find out the 20th term, which we can consider as AN. AN can also be considered as L also, the last term. If it is a finite AP, AN is the last term. If it is an infinite AP, AN will be a term in the AP, any term in the AP, and L will be the last term. Here let us consider, since it is finite, let us consider L is equal to 253 and we are going to find out AN. What is the actual formula for AN? From the beginning, actual formula for AN is A plus N minus 1 into D. This formula is to calculate AN from the beginning. If we go for the last, to find out the term from the last, the formula goes like, instead of A, the first term, take your last term. Instead of plus, go for subtraction. N will remain the same. and D will remain the same. Children, make a note of it, a new formula to find out AN from the last. If you want to find out AM from the last, you will be considering L instead of A. L minus N minus 1 into D. Let us find out the 20th term from the end. Let us find out the 20th term from the end using the formula L minus N minus 1 into D. What is L? Last term, which is 253. What is N? 20th term. So 20 minus 1. And what is D? 5, which is equal to 253 minus 19 into 5. 253 minus 95. 253, 95. 13, 8, 4, 1, 158. The 20th term from the end of this AP is 158. Children, this is a different and an important board sum. Make a note of it and don't forget to write the formula, the new formula AN is equal to L minus M minus 1 into D. As usual, near the question itself in your content book, write the formula AN is equal to L minus N minus 1 into D. Turn your page, your content book, page number 103. Turn your content book to page number 103. There a similar example sum is given. Find the 11th term from the last term of the AP. For that they gave two methods. Don't go for the first method. It takes 3 different steps to solve. Now I solved this sum, that is the alternative solution. I solved this sum by the alternative solution. So when you are doing example 8 also, go only for alternate solution. But the formula is not mentioned anywhere in your content book. So as usual in your content book, do mention this formula. The last sum for the day. Question number 18. Now turn your content book to page number 107. Read question number 18. The sum of 4th and 8th term of an AP is 24. The sum of 4th and 8th terms of an AP is 24. So what is given first? A4 plus A8 is equal to 24. And what is the next condition given? Sum of 6th and the 10th term is 44. Sum of 6th and the 10th term is equal to 44. What do we want to find out? To find first 3 terms. We need to find first 3 terms. Let's solve the sum. What is given? A4 plus A8 is equal to 24. How we will write A4 as A plus 3D? How we will write A8 as A plus 7D equal to 24. Add these two A's, 2A. 3D plus 7D is equal to 10D equal to 24. Simplify this equation by dividing it to A plus 5D is equal to 12. You got one linear equation and 2 variables. Go for the second condition. Condition 2. A6 plus A10 is equal to 44. How we will write A6 as A plus 5D. A10 as A plus 9D equal to 44. A plus A, it is 2A. 5D plus 9D, it is 14D equal to 44. Again divide this equation also by 2. What we will get? A plus 7D is equal to 22. Equation 2. Solve equation 1 and 2 to get the values of A and D. Equation 2, A plus 7D is equal to 22. Equation 1, A plus 5D is equal to 12. Linear equation in 2 variables. When you solve, what will you get? 2d is equal to 10. D is equal to 5. Substitute the value of d in any one of the equation. A plus 5d is equal to 12. Your second equation. We are substituting the value of d here. 5 into 2 equal to 12. A plus 10 is equal to 12. A is equal to 12 minus 10. A is equal to 2. So, with the help of the given condition, we found out A and D. What they actually asked us to find the first term of the AP. What is your first term? We need to find out the first three terms of the AP. What is your first term? First term is A1. A1 is your A, which is equal to 2. What is your second term? Second term is A plus D, which is equal to 2 plus 5 and 7. What is your third term? A3. A plus 2D, which is equal to 2 plus 2 into 5, which is equal to 12. Therefore, the AP is 2, 7, 12, etc. Children, note down the homework for today. I gave you 8 example sums, examples 3 to 10, and in exercise I gave you 7 sums, totally 15 sums, and you need to do pre-reading. Pre-reading is for the page number 107 and 108, and the topic is 5.4 sum of first n terms of an AP. Tomorrow we are going to see exercise 5.3 where we are going to solve the APs to find the sums. For both the finite AP as well as for infinite AP, we are going to learn how to find sum of the first n terms. Now when you come to the example, as I told you, example 8, go for the alternative method to find A11 from the end of an AP. Do solve all the example sums, don't copy, go through the sums and then write it in your homework notebook by yourself. And there is one more request from my side. When you are go through this video, pause the video and go through the sums properly and do copy it in your notebook. If you feel like you did not understand and if you want to go through the video again for the second time, that time take your notebook and go through the sums in your notebook and do listen to my audio alone. Play the video but don't see the mobile. It is not good to look into the mobile for a long time. For the first time itself, copy it in your classwork. And for the second time, if you want to replay and listen to the video, listen only to the audio and check the steps which you have wrote in your classwork notebook. 5.2 is over. Let me catch you in the next video to solve 5.3. 3 formulas we have learnt in exercise 5.2, that is, first formula D is equal to AN minus 1. Second formula AN from the beginning, that is A plus N minus 1 into D. Third formula is AN from the end, that is AN is equal to L minus N minus 1 into D. See you children.